Hi there. I'm already getting questions for next year's seniors, so I thought I would share a little bit of information about what's unique about how I work with high school seniors and my approach so that you know if I'm the right fit for you and also to help me figure out if you're the right fit for me. Doing this for 20 years, I know that I am not for everyone and everyone is not for me, and that is so okay. So I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about what is unique about working with me and how to work with me, because I'm not working with everyone. I have a very large client base going into my 20th year. I am so grateful for that. But that also means that in order to really take great care of the tried and true loyal people that I've had with me, for some of them for a lifetime, I need to be very smart about how I educate my next customers to kind of come into the fold and to make sure that I have the capacity to do an amazing job for you and for everyone else. I have done the whole, schedule like crazy. The schedule's open to everyone. Everybody come to me. That is how I bounced my head off of the hockey rink ice. I just worked too hard, went, too full of a schedule, and that is not how the best work happens. The best work happens by you and I having a great rapport and connecting and making sure that what you envision for your photos is what I offer and what I'm best at. I have done sessions on State Street and at Ulbrich Gardens and in a lot of, city areas around Madison. And what I've found is my personal best work is in nature. So if you would like a nature-based session with walking paths, bridge, wildflowers, tall grass, trees, evergreens, and just being out in the open or even in the comfort of forest, that is where I do my high school senior sessions for the most part. I also have a very beautiful studio right next to my house. It is huge. It is a photo studio. It's full lighting and a north-facing window. A lot of senior guys don't want the adventure. They don't want the dramatics of going somewhere. They want to keep it simple. A lot of times they're just doing this for mom, and that's okay. Then we just do a studio session and a few outdoor pictures within walking distance. There are plenty of beautiful places here. I live outside of Sun Prairie and there are just gorgeous spots. So that kind of answers any question that might come up of, well, what if I want to go to Ulbrich Gardens, or what if I do want to go to State Street? You can definitely talk to me about it, but chances are I will recommend you to someone else that doesn't mind going those distances. I just don't have the capacity with the amount of customers I have on the photography side and the small business marketing side. I teach small business owners how to grow in the way that I grew organically, and that is about 50% of my business right now, and a lot of that keeps me tied to the Sun Prairie area and to my computer Zoom. Aside from location and the look of the photos, the other thing that I am very cognizant of and try to be very aware of is if we're both good communicators and if the session is going to be easy and fun. And I don't mean easy on the technical side. I've got that locked in. I've done this long enough. I mean easy like you're open and trusting that I know what I'm doing. Mom will be a few steps away from the camera and not like right over my shoulder saying, oh, nope, change that, and just as I'm about to take a picture. It needs to be a very easy, free-flowing session so that the senior themselves can open up and be comfortable and go to another place. There's something so empowering about having a senior session where you feel completely seen and open to be yourself. And that only happens when we have a really great flow of communication and it's easygoing and there's no stress and we're not, arguing, parents, seniors arguing on the way in the car to the session. I know things happen. I have 2 kids of my own and you can't always help it, but my goal from the beginning, the very first contact that you have with me all the way through the session, is to make this as easy as possible for you. And a lot of that is through getting the right information from me at the right time, how to put your outfits together if you're not sure, where most high school seniors shop to find the perfect sundress for a field of wildflowers, where do high school guys find the right nice fitted button-down shirt. All of that information, I put a lot of time into this, into giving you the right information at the right time. And that's why the photos that you see from me look how they look. It's because we have such a great form of communication and relationship before I even lift the camera that it's an easy process and it should be a memory all in itself. I feel very strongly about that, and I'm going to tell you a little story about my senior pictures to kind of paint the picture. I grew up in Jefferson, Wisconsin, and my photographer was Harley's in Watertown. He was an amazingly talented person. I can safely say this because I don't think that he's around anymore, but I was able to do outdoor photos when nobody else was really doing them. I saved every penny, and so did my mom, and we made payments on my senior pictures to go to him. We had no money, but we knew we loved his pictures, and we paid for them leading up to the session, and we made payments after the session for about 6 months. While the photos are beautiful, Harley didn't use deodorant, and the session was so thrown off by the stench that when I decided to become a senior photographer, my main goal was to make sure the experience in every way is amazing, because all I can think about when I've seen that photo hanging at my mom's house was the smell. I can glance at the photo and still smell. I promise I smell nice for your session. But my main point is the experience is what I'm here to provide for you, and not everybody wants that, and that's okay. There's other photographers that are kind of the quick, get in and get out and move on, and that's okay. I am a deeper person, and I like to connect with my customers, and that's just who I am. I'm not going to be all up in your business after the session's done, but in order for me to create really beautiful pictures for you of getting out of the sun, we need to have that common communication. So the theme for these last 2 summers that have been some of the best work I've created, some of the absolute best customers, it has been so awesome. My theme was, if it's not fun, I'm not going. And I stick to that. If it starts to feel stressy and I start to feel super kind of micromanaged about like the fine details that probably don't matter, like, I want to go to only this certain nature preserve, and I know in the back of my mind there's a ton of mosquitoes. It's been a rainy season, and I say, I really think you might want to reconsider, and here are 3 other options. That kind of thing. If there's resistance to what I, as the expert, know to be true, then I'll probably say, I just don't think I'm the photographer for you, and that's okay. Here are some referrals for friends in business that you probably would love, and that's what we do. But for the most part, I'm only working with repeat customers and their referrals unless you just really super know that you want to work with me specifically. And I'm not saying me as in, oh, I'm so great. I'm saying me as in you like what you just heard in this whole video. If I fit with what you're looking for, then consultations for the next class usually begin in March. If you want to get on my list where I will contact you to let you know the schedule's open, go ahead and schedule your consultation. Let me know. My email is brenda@brendaeckhart.com. I'll also share a link in the video here where you can go ahead and just join the list right away. And then you're in the loop, you'll know what's happening, and you'll know the right time, and you won't miss out on like the season that you would like. To leave you with some helpful tips of what to think about now as a high school junior or a parent of a high school junior, the main thing you'll want to think about is what season you want, and really what season your high school senior loves the most. Some people are just more fall people, and some really love summer. Some senior girls want those wildflowers, and that takes some timing. Some people want sunflowers, which takes real timing. They only bloom for 8 days. So that I can't even guarantee I can get, but I tell you, I will try if that's something that you want. High school senior guys sometimes want a fishing pole and a small pond, and then I just need to make sure I find the right location for that. So those are the things to think about, is who is your high school senior? How do they like to enjoy their time? What do they do with friends, or where do they go? What do you do as a family together? How can we incorporate those things? A lot of people that love to go to a cabin or cottage in the summer really want the lake in their pictures, and then we just make sure that part of that happens for your session, that I have a lake that I love to go to that is not busy and it's beautiful in pictures, and we just make sure that we're planning well and putting some thought into it. And then the day of the session, it's just fun. It's no stress and it's so easy. So if you want to get on my list, again, follow the link here or email me at brenda@brendaeckhart.com. And I hope to see you next summer. I'm here for questions in the meantime. If you have questions, definitely let me know. I'd love to talk with you more. All right, have a great day.